Boom, boom, boom.
Now they often call me Speedo, but my real name is Mister.
I've been around the block a few times. I've seen playbooks the size of phone books, and I understand what goes on in teams throughout the season.
He would have just sat there with his mouth open. But would you rather listen to a guy that maybe makes bet analysts and then loses, or listen to someone like yourself who has a high percentage rate? That's how you're going to get the ratings.
Bingo. What works, okay?
I get a
Listen to
percentage
what
of that.
works.
That's the Good Grape Juice.
Good day, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Good Grape Juice. We've got Johhny Amore in studio today. Actually, wait a second. Johhny Amore is arriving right now for this week 6 edition of the Good Grape Juice.
Quiet on the set. Can we please have quiet on the set?
Awesome! I came to play! Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Johhny Amore.
And what an awesome day it is here to be here back on the Good Grape Juice. Let's have a sip of these picks, baby.
Let's have a sip of these picks. Listen, Johhny Amore and I have actually had a great start to the year. Usually weeks 1 through 5, you don't do well. Well, Johhny Amore and I, week 1, we hit over 4 to almost $5,000 betting college and NFL. Things were hitting. There's been ups and downs, but listen, we're coming off a pretty hot week where Pound the Rock predicted the Broncos to beat the Eagles. And Johnny, you saw that 11-leg parlay I did, where Dallas Goedert missed it by 11 yards. I hit everything else. The guy was targeted 9 times. He caught 3 balls. To me, that's a moral victory, but in the end, he didn't get to 30 yards. But one thing I want you to allude on, Dallas Goedert needed about, I think it was 38-something yards. I probably dropped him to 30. Johnny, tell the fans what the benefit is about not, instead of going under, but maybe reducing the yards and reducing the amount of catches. Tell them the success you've had.
Well, again, I've had major success doing that, only because, again, you're going to be taking a price loss for sure.
Yeah.
That goes without saying. So, but by reducing it, again, sometimes you'll think that these guys are going to get 40, 50, 60 yards.
And the market has them at like 65.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then guess what happens? They get stuffed, 20 yards, 30 yards max. So by reducing it, you take a little bit of a hit of a pay, but you still in the game, and it's pretty much guaranteed to lock.
And you win. You win. You don't win the line, but you still win. Because guess what? If you would have stuck at 68 yards, you would have lost. But if you would have dropped it to 40, the guy finishes with 43, 48 yards. Yeah, you still won. Yeah, it drops to 25%. But guess what? You won.
Well, again, you're not. The worst thing is taking a loss by 0.5 or a yard or 2 yards. That's just crushing.
Oh,
absolutely damaging. So
that hurts. That hurts. But Johnny, listen, we're going to start off week 1 right away. Week 6 right away.
Rapid fire.
Guess who starts at rapid fire in London, England? The Denver Broncos play the New York Jets. I'm going to give you guys a great parlay here, okay? J.K. Dobbins, touchdown.
Easy.
J.K. Dobbins, even though it's 68.5 yards, leave it, okay? R.J. Harvey, 31.5 yards, leave it. That's both rushing. I feel the Broncos are going to do to the Jets what they did to the Bengals 2 weeks ago. Take a lead, run the ball. Both Broncos running backs almost got 100 yards rushing.
Totally capable of doing that.
Bingo.
Easily.
In saying that, once you know the strengths of your teams, you also know the weaknesses of your team. The Broncos cannot cover the running back passing. We saw Barkley take a long one last week. We saw Jonathan Taylor take a long one. We and Johnny both love our boy Alex Singleton, but he cannot cover running backs in the passing game. So take Breece Hall, 29.5 yards receiving, because I believe Denver's going to have a lead. Evan Ingram, 2.5 catches is very, very, very solid. Johnny, what do you think about a Cortland Sutton sneaking a touchdown in this week?
Oh, God. I'm totally going for that for sure. I mean, he's his number one go-to. I mean, maybe Troy Franklin might vulture something, but I'm pretty sure that he's a go-to guy.
Sutton is clutch.
Sutton is definitely clutch. One thing I would add on to that Denver thing is probably Justin Fields rushing, but I would mark it down to 20 yards.
Right, rushing yards, yeah.
Rushing yards.
Right, perfect. Well done, Johnny. Like I said, this is rapid fire, Good Grape Juice. Moving on, Colts and Cardinals hate that game, but I do like Jonathan Taylor to get a touchdown and 85.5 yards. The Cardinals are garbage. I'm not going to touch Steelers and Browns. Cowboys, Panthers. This is 2 poor defenses. I think Tatoria McMillan finally gets his first TD this year. Javonte gets a TD.
Oh, yeah.
Rico Dowdle, ex-Cowboys, playing his old team. They both need 76.5 yards. Flirt with it. You want to drop it to 70? Go ahead. Want to leave it at 76.5? Go ahead.
You want to drop it to 40? Go ahead.
Go ahead. Listen, it's going to hit. Here's another beautiful one.
No,
Ferguson, Cowboys tight end, gets 6 catches a week, sometimes 8. Last week got 10. They need him at 6.5. I'm comfortable at 6.5, but I'd be more comfortable at 5 or 6, John.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Tight ends are doing good this year for a lot of teams.
Oh, yes. Jalen Coker comes back for the first time all season. He's going to be the number 2 there. Get it while he's fresh. He only needs 27.5 yards and 2.5 catches. 20 yards and 2 catches, nothing wrong with that. We're going to skip the Chargers and Dolphins, even though I kind of like what's going on with the Dolphins tight end there, but his numbers went out. Here's an interesting one. Johnny, do you know who Puka Nacua is?
I sure do.
Do you know he has 10 catches a game every year this year at least?
Sure do.
They've got him at 8.5 catches this week line. That pays minus 170. Oh, sure, I think he's going to get that against the hapless Ravens. How do you feel about maybe the Rams lining up the scoreboard and doing what we think Denver's going to do with Harvey and Dobbins with Kyron and Corkum and just run the gas out of the team, get the touchdown? Kyron only needs 72.5, and Corkum only needs 25.5.
Definitely like those. Definitely like they're going to lean towards that run game for sure. And you never know, it could be a bait thing too, where they say Puka's going to get 8.5 and then Adams gets like 10.
Or they just don't throw the ball. Stafford throws 170 yards and they just do nothing but rush, right? Kyron. If you want to put Kyron at 70, fine. Corkum, leave him at 25.5. Patriots Saints is just, there's a lot of goodness going on there. One thing I will say I love about that game is Stephon Diggs at 60.5 yards is an absolute, is a lock. They got him at 5.5 catches. I think he can get that. If you want to feel safe at 5, God bless. Because
he'll get that.
Absolutely. The Saints are scrappy. One thing I like about this game here, Jawan Johnson, the tight end, we saw what Dalton Kincaid did against the hapless Patriots pass defense last week. Johnson only needs 3.5 catches. Raheed Shaheed needs 3.5. He has hit 4 minimum all year. You want to drop it to 3? That's fine. But I think 3.5 is...
You got Drake May rushing yards on that bad boy?
Drake May rushing yards I don't have there, but we can...
Well, you guys can add him if you want.
Passing yards because, and Rattler at 212 isn't back.
I think that might be a shootout that game.
I think you're right. Saints are a scrappy team, man. Listen, they beat the Giants last week, so the Giants turned the ball over 5 times. Pats ain't going to do it, so they're going to have to throw. Jonathan.
Who's
Jackson
next?
Smith and Jigba, wide receiver for Seattle. They have his line at 78.5 yards. He's hit that every game this year. Does he hit that against the 4-1 Jaguars?
I think he's going to go over that big time for sure.
Absolutely, he's going to go over that. This has 47.5 yards over under. He needs to hit that.
He might hit that on maybe one play.
He could. And then ETN touchdown for the Jaguars. What I like is there's nothing consistent. Like Trevor Lawrence literally fell into the end zone last week. I'm not going to say anything about Titans and Raiders. Bengals, Packers, going back to controlling the game.
Oh, boy, yeah.
Josh Jacobs. I don't got him getting 1. I got Josh Jacobs getting 2 touchdowns this week, nailing his 79.5 yards rushing. But keep an eye out for number 23 on the Packers. His name is Emmanuel Wilson. This guy steamrolled Dallas when they went to that overtime game. He only needs 19.5 yards rushing. Give me that juicy lock of the week on that one, too.
Especially now with Flacco being there, correct?
Well, they don't know Flacco's playing for the Bengals yet. Okay. They still got the other guy, but I think Green Bay is going to control that at a 14.5 point spread.
Yeah.
Niners and Bucks has heck of a shootout potential. Heck of a shootout. But the one thing that scares me here is we know Brock Purdy's not playing. Mac Jones is playing. Mac Jones was iffy last week. He's been battling injuries this week.
The whole team is.
Yeah, well, pretty much exactly. The whole team is. If Mac Jones plays, you gotta take his yards, but I don't think he's gonna finish. Now, luckily with Bet365, they'll push it so you feel safe betting. Take Mac Jones 245 yards. You want to put him 220? Great. Take Baker 240 passing yards. You want to put him 220? Great. Take them both on passing touchdowns. Baker's hit that 4 or 5 games, and Jones has hit that almost every game he's played this year. But I love CMC receiving yards 47.5 yards.
Man, that's super low. That's
he's hit that every game this year. His rushing, not so much. But man, Emeka Egbuka, my boy.
He's the whole team there. He might even get a tutty too, that dude.
He always gets tutties. There's no Mike Evans and there's no Godwin. Egbuka at 77.5 yards is pretty solid there. Sunday Night Football. You ready for this game? Lions at Chiefs.
God, I hope the Lions kill him.
I hope the Lions kill him too. But I like the Chiefs. Chiefs are -2.5 favorite. I'd like the Chiefs money line there.
Depends what refs are playing.
Yeah, right. Refs haven't been too friendly to the Chiefs this year, but man, the Chiefs can't lose this game.
No, they'll be friendly when it comes down to the Super Bowl. They make it to that.
Yeah, really. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 69.5 yards. Love it.
Yeah.
He's hit that 4 out of 5 games this year. 6.5 catches. Meh. Put him to 6. What makes you feel better? Give him a TD. I do not like rushing on the Lions. Either team. If you want to, drop Gibbs to 50 and Montgomery to 40. There's the Johhny strategy there.
Yeah.
Johhny, here's another beautiful Johhny strategy. Travis Kelce, they have at 4.5 catches. Travis Kelce has got 5 catches, just 2 of 5 games. But if you put him down to 4, he's hit that 4 of 5 games this year. That's where the Johhny strategy works. Again, Xavier Worthy. He's only played 2 games. One game he has 5 catches. The other game he has 6 catches. They got him at 5.5. Play it safe, folks. Put him at 5. Do the Johhny strategy.
Or maybe did they got him on rushing too for Worthy? He helped me out last week.
Yeah, Worthy gets about 5.5 yards rushing.
That's what he was at last week.
Yep.
He hooked up on that for
Exactly.
me. Oh, there's Hunt. That's money, that pick.
Kareem Hunt, 31.5 yards. He hits that. Pacheco, they have a 28.5. Pacheco hits 28.5 yards every week. Take both of them. I'm okay with that rushing. There's 53 points over under. That's only that's only 60 yards rushing between the two of them. Take it and run.
Literally.
Yeah, really. Comedy coming at you. 2 Monday Night Football games this week.
Sure.
Buffalo Bills playing the Falcons. 50 points over under. The Falcons are coming off a bye week. They've got an extra day to prepare. So you think Buffalo's going to be leading? I think so too. Bijan Robinson, 29.5 yards receiving. Are you kidding me right now? Jump on
that's
it.
nuts.
Right? Dalton Kincaid, here's another one. The tight end for the Bills. They have him at 38.5 yards receiving. He's hit that 2 of 5 weeks. If you drop it to 30, he's hit that 4 of the last 5 weeks.
That's not damaging.
That's not damaging. It's going to drop you 25%. But guess what? It's still a win. James Cook has barely caught the ball this year. So I'm kind of like him on 69.5 yards rushing, right? Allen on rushing. Here's a funny one. Allen, they have him at 35.5 yards rushing. He's hit that 3 of 5 games. You drop him to 30 yards rushing. He's hit that to 4 of 5 games. And the only under, he hit 25. So pretty much you put Allen to 20, it's a guarantee.
Yeah, I usually do just put him to 20. And I even like James Cook to get a TD.
Oh, no, James Cook and a T is a very, very, very good bet.
I mean, if there's anybody you're going to pick for an anytime touchdown, it's going to be that dude.
Chup. Michael Penix. Is his name Michael? Anyway, the quarterback for the Falcons, you only have him at 225. You're playing the Bills. There's 50 points over under. He's throwing for 220 yards.
Yeah.
Put it to 200, okay? It's not going to be that much. Where are we?
What Allen TD?
Okay, Josh Allen rushing TD, yeah. Oh, sorry, Allen passing TD. Josh Allen has thrown passing TDs, 2 of them, 4 or 5 games this year. Safe to say in a 50-point over-under. Yeah, that's a good one. We're going to exit the show on this last game, the second Monday night, because there's not a lot to talk about the Bears.
I'm surprised that this is a game on Monday. Okay.
Right, well, because they were thinking the Bears are going to be good and the Commanders are going to be better, but they weren't. Because of the game-time decision of Terry McLaurin, there's not much stats here. So we're not going to tell you to bet. On that, folks, that is the quick blitzkrieg of the Good Grape Juice. And we want to thank you for listening. We really, really, really appreciate your support. The feedback we've been getting is just marvelous. Tell your friends.
Absolutely.
Tell everybody. And
good luck this week, guys
good
and
luck
girls.
This week, guys, listen,
I know.
A lot of girls coming in to ask me for podcast and betting advice.
I'm not complaining.
And
I'm not complaining.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Most of them are
My
Bills
line's
fans.
open if you guys want to get some free bigs, you know.
Johhny, would you like to give me your Instagram handle? Reach
Well,
out to Johhny Amore for questions.
Yeah, or Johnny Honda.
Johhny
as well.
Honda, yep. Perfect, Johnny Honda. Or you can get me at Pound the Rock NFL. Even reach on Bug Larry, break his balls a little bit, that Team Paletta. But be up and early for Sunday morning Broncos at Jets. We gave you the parlay. It's up to you to bet it. We want to thank you all for joining us on the Good Grape Juice. We want to wish you good luck
And happy Thanksgiving.
and happy Thanksgiving.